Well, hang on, aren't they meant to be on our side? Let's begin. Now, obviously being scammed is never a nice thing for anyone, and it can actually be really stressful, especially if you lose thousands and thousands of pounds, or even maybe your house. So you would surely think that the banks would want to do everything they can to reassure the victims. But unfortunately, this change that they're making could leave a lot of people out of pocket if this story is anything to go by. The article says that a major banking change could leave thousands of victims out of pocket. A bank has warned a fraud barrier planned by the Payment Systems Regulator, the PSR, may not protect all the customers. TSB has clapped back against the PSR's latest efforts to deter authorised push payment (APP) scams, which are the biggest type of payment fraud in the UK, according to the regulator. Its plan is to force mandatory reimbursements for all online and mobile payments over £100 with a £35 excess fee. Customers will need to make their claim within 13 months of any incident. However, TSB has warned that a quarter, 25%, of fraud victims will not be reimbursed with this proposal. According to them, that's approximately 23,000 victims over a 6 month period based on data from UK Finance. This is because 52% of fraud cases that happen between 20 to 40-year-olds are done through social media, where the £100 threshold would be excluded from. And social media also catches the further 17% of pensioners in fraud. Well, what an oversight, eh? Unless all the banks are thinking something like this.
Oh yes, I was saying to Rishi the other day, I mean, we all know that selling on social media and scamming is becoming more and more popular, but I mean, it's not like we need to do anything about it now, is it? Good day.
Well, yeah, I mean, because who cares if 25% of fraud victims aren't reimbursed? I mean, it's not like they're actually going to do anything with their money, is it? I mean, seriously though, it's a major issue that needs to be addressed. All payment transactions, including those on social media, should be protected to ensure that people aren't losing their hard-earned money to scammers. And I think it's unacceptable that so many people have fallen victim to these types of fraud. And it's surely even more unacceptable that not all of them will be reimbursed under this proposal. I mean, the Payment Systems Regulator needs to do better and come up with a plan that actually protects all customers, not just some of them. I mean, scammers are everywhere, aren't they? And we need to make sure that we have proper safeguards in place to protect ourselves and our money. Paul Davis, Director of Fraud Prevention at TSB, said, "We welcome these moves by the government and regulators to increase customer protection from fraud. However, many people simply cannot afford losing £100 to fraud, especially in the current economic climate, and deserve to be protected from increasingly complex scams that often take place on social media sites." And in response, a PSR spokesperson said, "We want people to be better protected if they are targeted by a scammer, and our recent proposals aim to provide much greater and consistent levels of protection against APP fraud. And our proposals place strong incentives on banks to do more to detect and prevent APP fraud in the first place." And they certainly do need to do better, especially as the bank in this video were themselves responsible for deleting someone's life savings. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.